going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy.
And I know who's behind Bitcoin. Japanese guy in a cave. I know the guy. And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And I'm going to touch you on cryptos just for a minute here, and then we're going to get into the video. Now, guys, we have cryptos moving up. Remember, we have to know why the market is moving and when and how. Now, we know we got that stimulus package, but if we look at the stock market didn't care. We know the reason why we're moving because we know we have inflows. We have CME, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So that's what's moving our market. Of course, we will get a correction, but that's the reason why we're moving up. Now, getting in the video just to make you think. Is Bitcoin going to zero? Warren Buffett called it rat poison. It has no intrinsic value. Is that correct? Yes, it is. But guys, we know when it comes to markets, and right now we are in speculation. So it's all about supply and demand. So we know what's pumping Bitcoin and cryptos, the Fed, these fake dollars. And the New York Attorney General basically said if they disclose everything, we'll see all the illegal activities going on. That's the reason why we have no regulation in the crypto space. They don't want it here. And all the products that are coming are all based on speculation. So guys, when it comes to supply and demand, whether you're doing something illegal on the streets or whether you have a tie on and suit on the stock market, they're both living by the same rules. Supply and demand is nothing personal, it's just business. And when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptos, remember I told you, only 1% is going to survive. There's going to be a lot of pain when the Fed shrinks the money supply. Remember, guys, they've done this with every asset. They manipulate gold, they manipulate silver, and they manipulate cryptos. As long as you can get that in your head, you can ride the money. And you won't get greedy because eventually you know that punch bowl is going to be pulled away. Now, can Bitcoin hit 400,000, $1 million? Yes, it can. But guess what, guys? We will be able to see it because we know it's all done through stable coins. We can see the money coming in. We saw today, Tether got 400 million in. Guess what? We pump big. We see the manipulation, CME, Grayscale, the Fed. We see it all. The Fed came out and said they were going to be buying stocks. The stocks went through the roof. While all these people are out of work, we saw the manipulation right in front of our eyes. So guys, definitely take advantage. Definitely make all the money you can. Because eventually, we're going to go a whole 10 years with no growth. Remember what Blackstone stated. So guys, think about Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, George Soros. Are they coming in to make you rich? No, guys. They're coming in to take your money. We know the central banks control Bitcoin and all the cryptos. And no, Bitcoin is not going to zero because we know the central banks are going to be running Bitcoin Lightning behind the scenes. The IOU, Facebook Diem. I'm going to leave you with a video of Warren Buffett. Now remember, the billionaires are not going to tell you about the fourth industrial revolution, but they're definitely investing in the fourth industrial revolution. And we know these cryptocurrencies are the foundation of the new economy. Because remember, when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Capitalization of cryptocurrencies approached that of Berkshire and Apple last year. And clearly, the idea behind crypto will affect conventional banking groups where Berkshire is a shareholder. You always say you didn't go into too much detail to obtain an understanding on cryptocurrencies. So what factors caused you to say that it's a bubble?
Well, generally non-productive assets remain, if you had bought gold at the time of Christ and you figure the compound rate on it, it may be a couple tenths of 1%. It essentially is not going to deliver anything other than supposed scarcity, because you can only mine so many. But so what? I mean, what does it produce itself? The check is a wonderful idea. Just imagine how the world would be without being able to write checks or have wire transfer of funds. But it doesn't make the check intrinsically itself worth a lot of money. And if you said you can't use something called check with a little piece of paper, you'd do something else to transfer money. I think that anytime you buy a non-productive asset, you are counting on somebody else later on to buy a non-productive asset because they think they can sell it to somebody for more money. And it's been tried with tulips, and it's been tried with various things over time, and it does come to a bad ending. I mean, you have a hard time. You can think of raw land. I mean, the Louisiana Purchase was, say, $15 million for 800,000 or so square miles of land. In fact, you're sitting on land that came with the Louisiana Purchase, and so what we paid 20 bucks a square mile, and 640 acres in a square mile, and you're down to 3 cents or something. So that was a pretty good purchase of what was then a non-productive property. But it depends. But it's very hard. You can buy stamps. Bill Gross collected a wonderful stamp collection, and it sold for more money in the end. But it's dependent on somebody else wanting to buy, hoping they will sell it for more money, and so on. And in the end, you make your money out of productive assets. If you buy a farm, you try to estimate what the crops, what amount per acre of soybeans or corn or whatever may be raised, and how much you have to pay the farmer that farms it for you, and what your taxes will be, and various things. And you make a conclusion based on what the asset itself will produce over time. And that's an investment. When you buy something because you're hoping tomorrow morning you're going to wake up, and the price will be higher, you need more people coming into it than are leaving. And you can get that, and it will feed on itself for a while, and sometimes for a long while, and sometimes to extraordinary numbers. But in the end, they come to bad endings, and cryptocurrencies will come to bad endings. And along with the fact that there's nothing being produced in the way of value from the asset, that you also have the problem that it draws in a lot of charlatans and that sort of thing who are trying to create various sorts of exchanges or whatever it may be. It's something where people who are of less than stellar character see an opportunity to clip people who are trying to get rich because their neighbor's getting rich buying this stuff that neither one of them understands. It will come to a bad ending. Charlie?
Well, I like cryptocurrencies a lot less than you do. And so, to me, it's just dementia. And I think the people who are professional traders that go into trading cryptocurrencies, it's just disgusting. It's like somebody else is trading turds and you decide I can't be left out.
to the extent that we're being webcast around the world, I hope some of our stuff doesn't translate very well, actually.